Are you going on an Ocean Medallion cruise with Princess Cruises? That's so exciting. I am going to be going through a lot of the basic questions that you probably have about it as we're actually getting ocean ready ourselves. So follow along in this video up ahead. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website and blog Lifewell Cruise, where we help thousands of cruisers a month get ready for their cruise with our cruise travel tips. Now, in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is going over pretty much everything that you might want to know about the Ocean Medallion program. And we're actually getting ready for our own cruise on the Crown Princess, which is now an Ocean Medallion ship, and we're super excited. We're just doing our online check-in and getting ocean ready. So I thought this was a really good time for me to go over some of the questions that you may have. Now, before I get started on these tips and things that you'd want to know about Ocean Medallion, I did just want to mention that if you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it, and it's super helpful for me. At the same time, of course, let me know if you've been on a Princess Cruise with Ocean Medallion, if you have any questions, and of course, if you do like content like this, cruise tips and cruise vlogs, then please consider subscribing to the channel. So let's get started on everything that you wanted to know about Princess Cruises Ocean Medallion. So a little bit of history about Ocean Medallion. So Princess Cruises started the Ocean Medallion program, I believe it was in 2018 with the Caribbean Princess. And following the Caribbean Princess, they moved on to the Regal Princess. And now they are rolling this program out throughout the fleet, and several Princess cruise ships now have the Ocean Medallion program. So if you're wondering what is Ocean Medallion, basically what this is, it's a new technology that is available on Princess cruise ships that are Medallion class ships. And it's basically, I'll just show it to you here. It's a little disc, and it's a wearable disc. And basically the disc will replace the cruise card. So to explain a little bit more about what it does, if you think about the cruise card and everything that does, it's kind of the cruise card, but it also basically makes the whole ship kind of a smart ship, because it does a whole bunch of things and has a whole bunch of features, which I will go into in this video. So to keep myself organized, I'll be going through 7 points about the Ocean Medallion, and hopefully this will be helpful for you. So the first thing is, how do I wear the Ocean Medallion? So you actually have quite a few options. The Ocean Medallion does actually come with a lanyard, so that's the standard way. I'm going to show you actually the lanyard that we had from our cruise, which was on the Regal Princess, right at the beginning of the rollout for the Ocean Medallion. And so this was the lanyard. And you could wear this. I'm actually not really much of a lanyard person, but I was really surprised at how convenient it is to have, this, especially if I was just at the pool or that kind of thing. My understanding is now that the lanyards are actually white and they are thinner. But this is definitely something that's handy. So if you'd like to have a lanyard, this comes included. So that's not a problem. However, if you do want to have something else, there are a wide variety of accessories that you can actually use to wear your Ocean Medallion. So some other accessories that you might really like is there are these like handy sports bands. I really like these. And just something to mention is that these medallions are actually waterproof. So if you want to wear like these little sports bands, if you want to wear them in the water or even in the ocean, you can actually do that. And the way that the medallions fit inside is they're actually magnetized to this. So they stay in here. Sometimes they do kind of flop out a little bit, but on the most part, they stay in unless you play with them. So that's good. Just something to mention is that Princess Cruises did send some accessories to me a little while back to share with you. So I'm happy to do so. And you can see this is also a little clip. So you can put your medallion in here as well. So if you really just want to keep this kind of clipped to your pocket or something, you can do that as well. And there are also some accessories that I really love. There's a beautiful necklace that's either available in a gold color or a silver color. And there's also really pretty bangle style bracelets. I love these just because I kind of feel like in the evening time, if I want to still have them on me and be sort of hands-free when I get to my cabin and that kind of thing, which I'll explain shortly, then you can kind of dress up an outfit in the evening if you want. So those are all available, and they're available either online or they are available when you get onto the ship as well. Number 2, how much does Ocean Medallion cost? There's actually no cost to Ocean Medallion. If you are on a Medallion class ship, this is included with your cruise. So of course, if you do decide to buy accessories over and above the lanyard that comes with it, there is a cost to that because you'll buy the accessory that you most prefer. And as well, if you decide to get the internet, which I will explain later on in this video, there is a cost to that, but there is otherwise no cost to the features of Ocean Medallion. Number 3, so what exactly does Ocean Medallion do? So it actually does quite a lot over and above, well, what a cruise card would have done. So the first thing is, and I think it's what we hear most about, is that it actually sort of unlocks your cabin door as you come close. So as you come close to your cabin, you will see that your sort of door, there's a little kind of plate at your doorway, and that will show up a picture of you from your profile, and the door will sort of unlatch and unlock so that it almost becomes hands-free as you enter your cabin. It's really kind of just light as you open the door. And that's just so handy. I noticed on my own cruise that like often I come back to the cabin with 2 coffees, maybe after I go to the gym or something like that. I go and grab a coffee from the International Cafe. So that was super handy to get to the cabin and not have to fumble to find my cruise card. Beyond that, it also has something called Ocean Compass, and that's really something handy if you're trying to get to a certain venue on the cruise ship and you're like, oh, where is that? You can actually either look on your phone or you can go to one of the portals on the cruise ship and you can see sort of almost like a GPS map of how to go from where you are to where you want to go. There is also something I just really love, which is called Find Your Shipmates. And basically what that is you would already have entered in the information of the people that you are cruising with, whether in your cabin or not. And then what you could do is you can actually find them on the cruise. So this kind of just takes care of the problem of sometimes you want to connect with somebody else and you say, well, where are they? Maybe you were supposed to meet and they're not where they were supposed to be, or, you had a little mix up or something and you're wondering where they are. So you can actually look either on your phone or on one of the portals to see where they are, and then you can go find them. And I have a friend actually who told me when she heard about this, she told me that she often sort of loses her husband. She said, he might say like, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm back in an hour, and she's like an hour and a half later, he's still not back. She's wondering where he is, and he tends to just find people to talk to, which is no problem, but she don't want to wait forever to figure out where he is. So she said right now she could actually find him pretty quickly. And she said she's not sure that he loves that, but still, that is something. Also, if you're cruising with your children, if you're cruising maybe with a large party, with people that are older, there's a lot of reasons why you might like the Find Your Shipmates. In my case, I cruise oftentimes with my son, who now is 19. He was 18 on our last Princess Cruise, and it was really handy when it got really late at night and I woke up and he wasn't in the cabin and he wasn't doing anything wrong, but I did worry a little bit. And if you're a mom or a dad, then you probably know that feeling. And so I was able to see and know exactly where he was, even though it was 2 o'clock in the morning and he was just hanging out with friends and they were playing cards. It was all fine, but that kind of just gave me some reassurance to be able to know where my family members were. Number 4, Medallion Net. So Medallion Net is just the name for the internet program on Medallion class ships. And basically this is the only thing that is part of Ocean Medallion that there is an extra cost for. And of course this is because internet is additional on every cruise. But the internet is really something that is fast and reasonably priced, and it's really excellent internet. You will notice on the cruise that you will have a choice between a couple of different plans, I guess. One is for one device, and you can actually share that, but it's one device at a time, or the best value is 4 devices. Now, as you do your cruise, as you go on to your cruise personalizer, you will notice that it is often discounted before your cruise or even on the first day of your cruise. So if you do want internet, if you want Medallion Net, I do suggest that you purchase that in advance if possible. As well, something to mention, if you are a Captain Circle member and if you have your Elite or your Platinum benefits and you are receiving as part of the benefits complimentary internet minutes, yes, you will be getting, if you decide to not use those minutes and instead buy a package, you do actually get a discount on the package. Do check your own cruise personalizer for your own information or contact Princess directly for that information for your specific booking. Number 5. So I have 3 questions and answers, Q&As for you that have come up. I've seen a few times, and I have a blog post about Ocean Medallion, and I've seen these questions come up, so I thought I'd answer them here because I think maybe people have those same questions, and I've seen them on Facebook. So one of them is, what if I don't want to use my phone on vacation? And you don't need to use your phone on vacation. If you want to put your phone away during the cruise, it's absolutely fine. Put it in the safe, leave it there. You do not need to use it. You can still use all of the features of Ocean Medallion and use portals on the ship if you do want to see the activities and at what time they're happening, or you want to find your shipmates. You can use that with the portal. Of course, you don't have to either, but you can do that and you can put your phone away, and there's absolutely no pressure to use your phone. Second thing, people do also ask if they have a pacemaker, are the Ocean Medallions, are they safe to be near a pacemaker? Now, my understanding is that when you order your Ocean Medallion, along with it will come a notice that explains this. But from what I have seen online, I have seen people share a notice where it does say that the pacemaker should be kept, if I'm not mistaken, it was 6 or 8 inches away from your chest. So people have stated that they've worn their medallion in their pocket, or they've clipped it onto their waist, and that's been fine. But you can check directly with Princess for that. And then the next thing is, people ask, what if I don't want to use the Ocean Medallion at all? Can I opt out? So my understanding is you can opt out of basically all of the features except for opening your cabin and your security information, and that you can opt out by going to the customer service desk or the purser's desk. Now, what I would suggest though is to give this a try. Give it a couple of days before you make up your mind, because my understanding is actually there's a lot of good things to it, and people actually are finding that Medallion now is working quite well, and people are, on the most part, very happy with it. So I would say give it a chance and see what you think. Number 6, how do I get Ocean ready? So it's actually quite simple now. What you'll do is, the first thing is you'll log into the Princess website, and you will be going through your personalizer, and then of course do your online check-in the way you would for every cruise. After you do your online check-in and you put in your passport, your government ID information, your security information, your credit card information, all of that regular stuff, you'll be guided through to the point that you can get Ocean ready. And you will just download the app to your phone, and it is the Medallion Class app now. So now it's one app. When it first started out, there were a series of apps to download. Now there isn't anymore. It's all done through one app, so that's great. After that, you will simply follow the steps, and you'll put in a profile picture, and it's going to be actually very easy to set up. Princess does actually have a video on this if you aren't sure exactly how it works. So I'll actually link that in the description below if you do want to follow the Princess video to give you the instructions. If you need a little bit of guidance, that's something really handy, and I will leave that below. So you just simply go through that, and then you will be Ocean ready. Now, number 7, people also ask, how will I get my medallions? So basically, for your medallions, if you are in the United States, your medallions, your Ocean medallions, are going to be sent to you. They come in a really nice box. I've seen it online, and it looks fantastic to have these delivered to your home. So you'll get these approximately 2 weeks before your cruise. And of course, they're personalized to you. They are engraved with your sail date and your name, so they are really nice. Now, if you're not in the United States, I'm actually located in Canada. So if you're in Canada, or if you're in another country that is not the United States, what you'll do is you will pick them up at the cruise port like me. And my understanding is it's a very quick process, so it's not something to worry about, but it is something that we can do, and we can pick up at the cruise port. Now, something I did want to mention, it's a little extra tip, is don't forget to still print out your boarding passes and your luggage tags. So even though you've downloaded the app and you have become ocean ready, you do still need those luggage tags. You want to be able to put them onto your bags so they get delivered to your stateroom. And as well, you'll want to have your boarding pass. And I like to even print out my summary and any excursions that I booked as well. That just helps me to kind of stay organized and to make sure that everything is set up the right way for my cruise. Now, I hope that this was helpful. Are you going on a Princess Cruise? Maybe that is now a Medallion Class cruise. Have you already? And I'd love to know what your experience was. For us, this will be our second Medallion Class cruise. So we're super excited. And the last cruise we were on, only some of the features were functioning. So now we know that it's fully functioning and we're really excited for the experience, but I'd love to hear about yours as well. And let me know if you have any questions below, and I'm going to try my best to answer them. And of course, once we do go on the cruise, you can look back here for some vlogs that we'll do of our cruise on the Crown Princess at Southern Caribbean. And as well, I'll also maybe do a little follow-up video to let you know about how, the Ocean Medallion was working on our cruise. So I will follow that up as well. So thank you so much for watching. And if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please consider subscribing to the channel if you do like cruise tips and cruise vlogs and cruise content like this. I am on Instagram and I am on Facebook, and I'd love to connect with you there. Thanks so much for watching. Happy cruising.